In November of 1987, something happened in the United States that remains unexplained to this day. An event so strange, so absurd, and so technically impossible for its time that engineers, investigators, and experts are still confused almost 40 years later. This episode became known as the Max Headroom Incident, the most bizarre, mysterious TV hijacking in American history. And to this day, no one knows who did it. It was the night of November 22nd, 1987. Chicago, one of the largest cities in the U.S. Thousands of people were watching television as usual when, suddenly, the screen went black. No warning, no official message, no explanation. And then a figure appeared. A strange, unsettling character wearing a plastic mask that imitated the face of Max Headroom, a popular digital icon of the 198 Zeros. The masked figure bobbed around in front of a makeshift metallic background, speaking in distorted phrases, laughing unnaturally, and moving in ways that felt completely disconnected from reality. The broadcast lasted only 30 seconds, but it was long enough to cause panic. The first hijack occurred during the sports segment on WGN-TV. Technicians regained control quickly, but the real nightmare was still coming. 2 hours later, the attacker returned. This time, during an episode of Doctor Who. Once again, the screen went black and the same haunting figure appeared. But now, the broadcast lasted over a full minute. The intruder spoke in cryptic lines, mimicked voices, mocked politicians, referenced random brands, showed strange objects, and at one point began SCR. Eaming. It felt as if he was trying to send a message, but no one could understand what that message was. What made the whole incident even more disturbing was this. To do this in 1987, you would need extremely advanced, very expensive, highly specialized equipment. This was not something an average person could pull off. It was a professional-level attack. And that raised the biggest question of the investigation. How did someone overpower a major TV station in one of the largest cities in America using 1980s technology, the investigation, and complete silence? The FCC, the U.S. agency responsible for telecommunications, launched a massive investigation. They traced antennas, signal paths, transmission towers, suspicious equipment. Nothing. No suspects. No voice match. No location pinpointed. The attack seemed impossible. Experts explained. The only way would be to use a powerful transmitter aimed directly at the station's broadcast antenna, timed within a tiny window of microseconds. Meaning the attacker needed expensive broadcasting equipment, extremely advanced technical knowledge, physical access to key locations, and a perfectly executed plan. Even then, no one was identified. The theories, and why Americans are obsessed with this case again. In the U.S., the case recently went viral again after the videos resurfaced on TikTok and Shorts, and the theories exploded. Puzzle piece 1. Elite hackers before the internet era. Some believe a group of engineering students pulled off the attack as a prank, but the equipment required makes this unlikely. Puzzle piece 2. A government or station insider. Others believe someone with privileged access used internal equipment. No evidence was ever found. Puzzle piece 3. A coded message. Cryptographers have tried to analyze the gestures, phrases, and props. Nothing makes sense. The content is so chaotic that many believe it's an encrypted message meant for one specific person. Puzzle piece 4. A psychological experiment. Some think the incident tested how the public would react to a sudden media manipulation. Puzzle piece 5. A disturbing piece of performance art. A few say it was an experimental artist trying to make a statement, but very few artists have the technical knowledge to perform a hijack of this scale. Especially in 1987. The most chilling detail. The final line of the FCC's official report reads, based on the equipment required. The individuals responsible must have known exactly what they were doing. That sentence still scares people. Because if someone could do this in 1987, what could someone do today? The legacy. The Max Headroom Incident has become one of America's greatest unsolved mysteries, the most famous TV hijack in history, a case that continues to fascinate new generations. Perfect material for mystery-focused channels. And even with all our modern technology, AI analysis, digital forensics, advanced signal tracking, no one knows who is behind that mask. A broadcast that should have been impossible. A message that cannot be decoded. A glitch in the system. Or a warning. The question remains, what if it wasn't a prank but a test?